What's up? It's been a while, but anyway, I'm back, and I just want to get back into the swing of things here. I've been contemplating a lot about what video I'd make next. I tried a couple different games like RuneScape and Ratchet and Clank, and it didn't exactly pan out like I had hoped it would, and I thought about maybe trying out playing a series of games for various videos and see if I like that. In order to pick a game series, I had to consider many variables, such as the longevity of the series, if I own all the games, how much the games have changed over the years, and if I've ever played it before. Far Cry is one of those series that just seems so controversial when it comes to what people think of them. Take Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, for example. Far Cry 3 is considered a classic to many people and is one of those games people look back at fondly when they talk about the PS3 and Xbox 360 era of gaming. Far Cry 4, however, is one that people debate about. Some people say it was too rushed or samey to Far Cry 3. Others prefer it, and it's just a weird enigma to me. Far Cry Primal, I think, is the best example of a controversial Far Cry game. It's very different from the other ones, mainly because it's set in 10,000 BC, and I recently watched a video where someone said it was the worst Far Cry game ever since it copied much of the Far Cry 4 map and was also boring. For me, Far Cry Primal is one of my favorites, albeit I never played it for that long, but I still enjoyed it. Originally, I was going to do Far Cry Primal for this video, but I instead decided to just start from the beginning of the series, hence why this video is titled the way it is. Sure, this game came out in 2004, but that doesn't give it any kind of excuse to have the absolutely abhorrent loading times that it has. I swear to God, you would think that I'm loading up GTA 5 on a Windows XP computer with how fucked up these load times can be. I open the game, long-ass loading screen. I select to save, long-ass loading screen. I beat the level, long-ass loading screen. I know it doesn't seem like much, but for someone who has a PC that is more than capable of loading games in a reasonable time, I found this to be fucking ridiculous. The loading screen isn't even in the slightest bit entertaining. When I open the game, it's always just the same still shot of the two main characters standing beside each other. Yes, it's an old game, but holy shit, you would think that if you're going to be loading so much into the game, that the developers would think to make it a little bit more entertaining than this. Like, are you serious? It's just a still shot of the level? What do I gain from this? All this makes me want to do is fucking sit there on my phone and look through TikTok or whatever fucking bullshit I want. I could go fucking drive my ass over to McDonald's and I could buy a fucking meal, come back, eat that shit, watch a YouTube video, and fucking buy, I'll buy a different game on my PS5 and download that and play that instead. Because holy fucking shit, I just don't understand why the loading times need to be this way. Honestly, the story didn't really do much for me. I'll admit, I only got a little bit over halfway through the game before quitting, but if the story doesn't grip me by the time I get past the halfway point, then I can't really consider it a good story. And in all honesty, I don't even know if I can describe the story properly. It's told by these butt-ass ugly CGI-rendered cutscenes that are reminiscent of the PS1 era, but this game came out in 2004, so it stands out a lot more. I mean, seriously, the actual game looks better graphically than these cutscenes. But since these cutscenes look so shit, it was genuinely difficult for me to pay attention to them and really soak in all the information. So this is what I got from the story. You're Jack Carver. I don't know why he's here, but he is. He gets in contact with some dude I don't know the name of that helps him get his bearings and helps him out to find this evil scientist fella that I also forget the name of. It starts off pretty normal. You're fighting around this tropical island, being stealthy and trying to take out the bad guys in the most effective way while they try and hide a secret experiment that the scientist guy is working on. The first few missions are like that until you find out what the secret is. What is this secret? Mutated fucking demon creatures named halogens. Okay. What? This game started off kind of realistically. Shit that's grounded in reality, but when this happened, it came as a total surprise to me. Like what the fuck is this that I'm looking at? Why do they do half of my health in one hit? What the fuck? Then a little later, it turns out that you've been fighting untrained halogens this whole time. Okay, so what are the trained ones, you might ask? The ones that are there now, but they act like soldiers and shoot you with guns? No. They're fucking gigantic creatures that wear a fucking rocket launcher for an arm. What in the shit? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention it until this point, but Vanessa is a girl that you're trying to find on the island. Then you find her and she helps take down the science guy. Anyways, that's as far as I got in the story. I really can't tell you anything that happens beyond that. I just really found it to be super uninteresting and hard to follow. I really just didn't get anything from this story. Maybe I'm a dumbass. Feel free to tell me in the comments, but I don't know. I just couldn't really find too much value in it. Saying that this game is the Dark Souls of first-person shooters would be an understatement that is undeniably false. Dark Souls and the Souls games in general are perfect examples of difficulty done correctly. They are games that challenge you, make you get pissed off, make you want to break a controller and commit war crimes, but the games are fair. They're created in a way that makes you feel like it is truly your fault when you die. The games are highly praised for the fact that it is satisfying when you get past a difficult section in the games. They make you feel as though as you get through the game, you are growing as a player and that you're getting better at the game. Far Cry, on the other hand, is the most unfair piece of bullshit I have ever played in my fucking life. No, seriously, I was getting fucked so hard by level 4 that I opted to restart the entire game, but on easy mode instead of normal. In what fucking universe is it fair that while I'm trying to be stealthy, going through a building in an encampment, that they can fucking spot me through the goddamn wall and kill me through it? It's seriously fucking ridiculous to me. Not only that, but in general, the game is just really difficult for no reason. Not that I don't want to be challenged or that I want the game to hold my hand all the way through, but holy fucking shit, I don't want to feel like I can't do anything about it. This is the shortest section that I scripted for this video because there's really not that much to say about it. Starting off in the game, the gunplay and overall stealth mechanics feel nice and they feel fun. Wiping out an entire encampment without being touched, even being challenged a little bit, but being able to make it through feels really fun and rewarding. The gunplay in general is alright. It feels unfair at times, but not too unfair like the getting shot through walls. I really don't know what else to say about the gameplay other than it is alright. It feels difficult to give a solid verdict on this game. On one hand, it had some good moments that were fun, and of course I have to cut it some slack for it being as old as it is. However, I can't fully excuse it for the absolute bullshit that it has me endure at times. I didn't finish the game either past level 12, so if the game magically becomes the greatest game of all time past that point, then I missed out. But honestly, if a game isn't good enough after I've done over half of it to warrant me still playing it, then it's not a good game. Well, with everything being said, I'm gonna have to give this game a 3 out of 10. Like I said, there are some good moments, and it's older, but really, the negatives outweigh the positives here by a long shot. I know that might piss some people off, but remember that it's my opinion, and you are totally allowed to have one that differs from mine. If you want to watch me play this game fully without any edits or filter, go ahead and check out the link in the description and look at my second channel. I rebranded the channel to Steel because Help Contour sounded like a fucking makeup tutorial channel, and Steel is my middle name, and I think it just sounds cooler. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm planning on doing Half-Life for the next video, but that might change. I've tried many different videos, so we'll see what happens, but I think from here on out, I should be back. I'm not having any kind of schedule, no weekly whatever, just when I can. I'm in college, so I'm really busy, so yeah. Anyways, have a good one.